Hello everybody and welcome back. So again, I do have Mr. No Name here with me. You guys will probably see him a lot this week just because he is still like a baby and I have to keep him kind of close to me. And I really only get to record on the weekends, so he's going to be hanging out with us a lot this week. Okay, so we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm kind of stepping out of my comfort zone with this one. I make a lot of like characters in The Sims and stuff. I really like playing in CAS. But something that I've never uploaded onto my channel was like me making somebody in The Sims. But I used to be really, really good at it. I have stopped playing with some of like the sliders and stuff. Usually I just choose like one of the presets and then kind of tweak it a little bit. But today I thought it would be fun to try to make Sabrina Carpenter in The Sims. I have not made like a celebrity in The Sims in a very long time, so we will have to see how it turns out. I'm a little bit anxious. And if it doesn't look exact, please, like, don't be mean. I'm doing my best, okay? I will try very, very hard. I do have, like, Sabrina Carpenter, like, custom content here that I'm going to be using, but I don't have any, like, outfits. So I'm going to try to do my best with that one, but I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. Okay, so this is the sim that we're starting out with. I'm just going to go ahead and remove everything. The very first thing that I want to make sure that I do, though, is my skin overlay. And I think that this is a pretty good base for a sim starting out anyways. Like, I shouldn't have to change a whole lot, surprisingly. I think the skin tone is very similar, although I might have to, I don't know, do some more makeup changes. We'll see. Okay, so her eyebrows do tend to be a little bit darker than like her hair. I have to find eyebrows that I think suit her though. Okay, these ones aren't too bad. Okay, so I did just move my face cam. I keep forgetting that I keep moving it around, so that really sucks. Okay, I think I like these eyebrows maybe slightly better. So she does tend to have a little bit droopier eyes, I feel like. It's almost like the sad eye vibe. And she does have fairly big eyes, I would say. I mean, they're not huge. I don't know. They're just not small. I think those are good. I don't know. I'm so anxious about this. Like, I have never done this before, and I'm nervous. Her nose, I think, is going to be really hard for me. It's a little bit more pointy, and then I feel like her inner part dips a little bit more, but that's, like, so hard to do. See, the problem is that her nose is not quite so flat, but I don't know how to round it out more without, because she doesn't have, like, a big nose, you know? It's still small. I think that's okay. I don't know. God, I didn't think I would struggle so hard with like the nose. I thought that would be like the easiest part, if we're being honest. Okay, I think that's as good as I'm getting. I'm gonna move on temporarily. I think that the jaw is also gonna be a little bit hard just because she hides it very well with her hair. Not saying that it's never visible. It's just, it's not as easy to get pictures of, if that makes sense. She has a very well-defined jawline, though, and also very well-defined cheekbones, which might make this hard. She's also got a pretty good chin. If that's, like, a good way to describe a chin, I don't know. I feel like I'm never going to be 100% happy with this. It's like she's such, like, a well-known celebrity that it's like, I don't want to mess it up, you know? I think I'll feel a lot better once I have makeup because she does wear, like blush, you know? And I think that's like a very big feature of hers. So I think that once I have that, I'll feel quite a bit better. But for right now, it's just, I don't know. I also don't really know quite how to do the jaw. I think it's because of my skin overlay. My skin overlay smooths things out a little bit better. And so I feel like it's kind of hard to see. But she's got really well-defined cheekbones. And so I don't know if that is something that I can quite do in The Sims. I will say it's starting to look more like her. Oh my god, I think that's a lot better. Okay, I'm gonna start doing the makeup to see if that makes me feel a little bit better about it. Problem is she wears a lot of like under eyeliner, and I don't think I really have a lot of makeup like that. We can look and see though. I really don't have anything like quite in mind, like picture-wise, for what I'm going for. I've been looking at several of them trying to get inspiration. That's kind of pretty and almost what I'm going for, but I also feel like that's not quite right. But I'm very limited in like what I have custom content-wise. Yeah, I think that's just what I'm gonna do. It looks the best, I think. She doesn't wear like heavy eyeshadow either. I feel like it's mainly like the eyeliner that's a little bit thicker. Now I have to find a blush that I think works. Okay, I think that her blush is more in the cheeks, I would say. And she tends to go for like a redder, pinkier color almost. Kind of like that. I also don't think I like the eyeliner like I thought I did. I want something a little bit more lighter, I think. Okay, I think that's as close as I'm getting for like the eyeshadow. Now I gotta figure out what kind of lips I want to do for her, because she has such a variety when it comes to her makeup. Like, no look is quite the same. So it's hard really picking one that's like my favorite. I don't know. She tends to wear like darker pinks, I would say. Things that stand out maybe a little bit more. I've literally been looking at like 70 different pictures, so she may not look uniform. I don't think I've ever struggled so much before in my life. I also feel like this is maybe not the right shade of brown. Dang, I overdid it on the cheekbones from the side profile. Okay, I'm gonna do the hair and then maybe tweak the face a little bit more. I don't know if like what is setting me off, but something just feels, it's like almost like the nose, but I feel like that's as close as I can get with some of the sliders. The blush is probably a little bit ridiculous too, but she does wear really bright blush, I feel like. Maybe it's just too bright. I don't know. I'll change it in a second. Let me look and see what I have for hair first. Okay, maybe it's the eyes that I'm not 100% for. I feel like her eyes maybe are slightly more closed. It's a little bit better. I'm gonna try for like a lighter blush, because now that I have the hair down, I think I know exactly which style I'm going for, and I think she wears like more of a pinkier but like lighter blush. That's a little bit better. And then also I'm gonna go for a little bit more of like a pinky lipstick. She wears like just such a bright pink, but I don't know if I like any of these lipsticks. I guess this one kind of matches. Okay, I think I like this a little bit better. Okay, I think the thing that I don't quite like still is the eyeshadow. I'm struggling so much because it's very much brighter in the corners. I think the problem is also like the cheekbones are really hard to get exactly how I want them. It's close. I'm just like such a perfectionist that I just want it to be perfect, and it's just, there's something off about it, and I think it's like the nose maybe. Maybe her nose is more upturned. I guess that helped a little bit. It definitely feels more accurate. I'm also going to give her custom content eyes, I think. Her eyes are definitely like a blue color, but like a very light blue. But also kind of like a gray blue, so I don't know. I don't really have like a lot of gray blues. I have a lot of like grays. These aren't too bad. I think I like this one. I'll go with that. I also think her hair looks more like this, maybe. The problem is that I don't have like a dress that matches exactly like the look that I picked, so I'm gonna have to find something similar. I might have another dress that matches similarly to another one of her outfits, but I don't know. I'll have to look and see what I can find. As long as I have something that I feel fits the vibe, I think that's okay. I just want something close, like something that I think she would wear. Okay, so I know that this dress is very heavily inspired by one of the outfits that she wears, and it's kind of cute, so I was very tempted to use this one. And it matches the headband too, but I also don't know quite how I feel about it, so I'm gonna keep looking just in case. Okay, I fear this experience has taught me that I do not have enough custom content, apparently. So we might redo this one later in the future. And actually have the custom content for it, because this ain't it. It's very close to like one of her real outfits, but it's not the exact same. So I think I did okay on the face though. I will say that. Like, I am pretty proud of how the face turned out. It was a lot harder than what I expected it to be, but I do think it's fairly accurate to IRL. I don't know, you guys can tell me if you think differently. I will say, like, one of the things that was the hardest probably was like the cheekbones. Like, I could, sink in her cheeks all the way, but that just doesn't look right. It's just, she has very like pronounced cheekbones. Like, they're very like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, it's not something that you can really easily achieve in The Sims. At least not like, I don't think without mods. Just because like, it's like this part right here that she has that like sticks out a little bit more. It's just not easy to like recreate in The Sims, I fear. And I also don't think she looks very accurate from the side. I mean, maybe, but also not quite. I feel like I aged her a little bit. But anyways, this is our sim. I'm gonna go ahead and name her. And then I'm gonna pick out some traits for her. I feel like she would definitely be like creative. I feel like she would probably be good. And then a music lover. I think that fits for her. Creative, good, and a music lover fits perfectly. And then for the aspiration, we'll just give her the musical one. She'll be a musical genius. And yeah, I thought I had better custom content boots than this. I don't, but I do feel like those are some that she would probably wear. But yeah, anyways, that's our sim. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave this part here. I had a lot of fun doing this, and I really want to try to like do some more like recreations of people in the Sims. I think the problem is that I'm such a perfectionist, and there are like some limitations within The Sims on what you can do. But I did have a lot of fun trying to recreate her, and I do think we got like pretty close. It may not be like exact, but I do feel like we got fairly close in what the goal was. But I'm going to leave this part here. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video.